Hello, everyone. My name is Ronald Fry, and today I'm not going to share anything from my new book, but I would like to share something that's been heavy on my heart since this entire uprising has began involving the police brutality of black men in our country. And just so everyone is clear that this isn't a incident that's, I guess you can say, been happening in the last four or 5 months, maybe a year, because you see what's going on in the news and, oh, well, it's just something that went down. No, you can go as far back as 1991 and see what happened with Rodney King. For a lot of you youngsters who aren't familiar with that, Google the video of the Rodney King beating, and you can see that this goes back 30 years as far as the video era goes. Of course, it goes back further than that. But that's not what I want to talk about. I want to talk about, first and foremost, you look at the measures that are being taken. Taking a flag down from the NASCAR races, I get it. I understand the point that was being made, but that's not even going to scratch the surface. It's a lot that needs to be done to start scratching that itch. And once again, I'm not going to go into that. But what I am going to go into, if you look and pay attention to everything that's going on, the important stuff that needs to be done to fix this matter at hand, man isn't going to be able to do it himself. You're going to have to look to a higher power. I know everybody's not on board with the Bible or the Holy Quran or Buddha or any higher powers. I get it. But I assure you, now is the time that everyone, if not the majority of us, even if you're ashamed and don't want nobody to know you're doing it, we need to be praying to a higher power for strength to get through all of this. Because if we don't get the power of God involved, which is going to take a lot of us, this situation is going to get a lot worse before it's going to get better. Maybe a little quiet right now, but look in the sports world. The black athletes are already quietly talking about they don't want to play to make all of these white owners billionaires anymore. And it's a shift that's about to take place. You hear church leaders talk about shift all the time. And I assure you, when they've talked about it for decades, this wasn't the shift that they were talking about. But there's about to be a shift. God willing, the shift will be peaceful. But there's about to be a shift in our world. And it's not about anybody gaining power over anybody. It's not about anybody becoming better than anybody. It's just about the balance that I've talked about in all of my videos from the very beginning. And I have a lot of them. You can check my YouTube channel and see any one of the videos and see what I'm talking about. And another thing I want to touch on is our police force. I know everyone feels that all cops aren't bad cops. Well, if all cops aren't bad cops, why don't the good cops expose the bad cops? Because if they don't, they're bad cops. Well, all I can say is it's not nearly as simple as that. Those bad cops, as you've seen on quite a few videos, are monsters. And you're asking the good cops to govern these monsters. And I've said it time and time again, and I'm going to say it one more time. Unless you've had a monster in your circle and you try to govern that monster, you don't have the right to even speak about the cops governing these monsters. Because this isn't Hollywood, this isn't Netflix, this isn't the movies. These are real life monsters. And it ain't as easy as you would like to believe to just put them in their place. I'm going to leave you all with that. Everyone have a blessed day. Be safe. Stay positive. And keep your eyes on the prize. Most importantly, let's try to start enjoying this life. We got too much nonsense going on right now, and it's taken away from the beauty of life. Take care.